Today we'll be learning about adverbs, their meaning, types, usage, and comparison of adverbs. Now, what are adverbs? An adverb is a word that modifies. Modifies means it gives us more information about a verb, an adjective, or another adverb by making its meaning more specific. That means it adds meaning. It gives us more information about a verb, adjective, or another adverb. Now, adverbs modify or tell us more by answering the questions when, where, how, and to what degrees. These are the major 4 questions that are answered by adverbs, and these are the question words which will help you identify adverbs in sentences. Let's see how. Now, first of all, adverbs as modifiers. Like I told you before, adverbs tell us more or they modify verbs. First of all, let's see how do they modify verbs. What are verbs? Verbs are action words. Verbs are state words. So, she writes slowly. Here, what is the verb? Which is the action word here? Writes. And how does she write? Slowly. Slowly is an adverb. Here, it is modifying the verb writes. He fought bravely with the opposing team. Now here the verb is fought. How did he fight? Bravely. So bravely is giving us more information about the verb fought. So this is how adverbs modify verbs. Now adverbs modify adjectives. How do they modify adjectives? What are adjectives? Adjectives are describing words. They are very notorious. What is the adjective here? Notorious. Notorious means somebody who's always causing trouble, just like a naughty person. So, they are very notorious. How much notorious? What is the degree of the person being notorious? Very. So, very is giving us more information about notorious. She is extremely talented. Talented is an adjective. Somebody who is very talented is a person who has a lot of capability, is very creative. So how much talented? Extremely. Extremely is giving us more information about the adjective talented. Then finally adverbs modify other adverbs. So adverbs also modify themselves. They give us more information about other adverbs in sentences as well. She attended the class quite patiently. Here patiently is one modifying verb, and which other word is telling us more about patiently? Quiet. How much patiently? Quite patiently. So one adverb is modifying another adverb. So adverbs modify 3 things. They tell us about 3 things: verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. And when you are asked to identify adverbs in a sentence, first of all find these 3 words. Find if there is a verb in a sentence. If there is no verb, find an adjective. If there is no adjective, find an adverb. And then see which words are telling you more about that adjective, adverb, or verb. That's how you identify adverbs in sentences. Now moving on to types of adverbs. First is adverbs of manner. Adverbs of manner tell us how an action is done. They are only connected to the verb. They have no connection with adverb or adjective. So whenever you are asked to identify adverbs of manner, find verbs in a sentence, because adverbs of manner tell us how an action is done. An action is a verb. So, she decided to write her paper. Now let's fix an adverb here. She quickly decided to write her paper. Or you can also say, she decided to write her paper quickly. How did she write? Quickly. So these are some kinds of adverbs of manner which tell you how an action is done. He ran fast. How did he run? Fast. She writes slowly. How does she write? Slowly. So these are all adverbs of manner, and mostly adverbs of manner end with ly, and they are most of the times placed towards the end of a sentence. Adverbs of place. Adverbs of place tell you where. They answer the question where. That means they tell you where an action takes place. The boys are playing upstairs. Where are the boys playing? Upstairs. Upstairs is adverb of place. The dog is in the garden. Where is the dog? In. So in would be adverb of place. We are going to New York City on our school trip. We are going to. So here to will act as adverb of place. It's very sunny but cold outside. Where is it cold? Outside. So adverbs of place tell you where an action takes place or where something is happening. Mostly adverbs of place are also placed towards the end of a sentence. Then adverbs of time. Adverbs of time tell you when an action takes place or when something happens. Time, of course, answers the question when. So the train has already left. When did the train leave? Already. We moved to our new house last week. When did we move to our new house? Last week. I'm going to my new school tomorrow. When am I going to my new school? Tomorrow. So tomorrow is adverb of time. And adverbs of time answer the question when. Then you have adverbs of frequency. They are also related to adverbs of time, but the only difference is adverbs of frequency answer the question how often an action is done. That means frequency is how many times an action is done. Clear? Now adverbs of time answer the exact time. And adverbs of frequency answer how often something is done. That means how many times something is done. The children always go to school in the bus. How often do they go? Always. I'll never make that mistake again. How many times or how often will I make that mistake? Never. I clean my bedroom every day. How often do I clean my bedroom? Every day. Dad polishes his shoes twice a week. How often does he polish his shoes? Twice a week. So adverbs of frequency, they answer the question how often an action is done. Now, finally, you have adverbs of degree. Adverbs of degree tell us the strength or intensity of something that happens. So, they answer the question how much or how little. That means what is the degree, what is the intensity of something happening. They are extremely tired. How much tired they are? Extremely. We played very badly. How much badly did you play? Very. That idea is completely stupid. How much that idea is stupid? Completely. So adverbs of degree, they tell you about the degree, intensity of an action. And adverbs of degree are mostly used before verbs or before adjectives or before other adverbs. They never come at the end of a sentence. They will always come before a verb or before the word they modify. If they are modifying an adjective, they will come before an adjective. For example, she is very smart. Smart is an adjective and very has come before it. Then if they are modifying another adverb, she drinks very slowly. Now slowly is another adverb and very is telling us about its intensity and it has been placed before the adverb. So adverbs of degree always come exactly before the word they are modifying. And what are the words that adverbs modify? Either they will be placed before verb or adverbs of degree will be placed before adjective or adverbs of degree will be placed before another adverb. Now placement of adverbs. Usually adverbs are placed at three positions. One is the front position. That means either they come in the beginning of a sentence or they are placed in the middle of a sentence or they are placed towards the end of a sentence. An adverb can come before an adjective. The bag was extremely heavy. How much heavy? Now this is adverb of degree. How much heavy was the bag? Extremely. And it is giving us more information about the adjective heavy. So it has been placed before the adjective. Like I told you before, adjectives of degree are always placed exactly before the word they modify. So here this adverb is modifying an adjective heavy and it has been placed before it. Extremely. An adverb can come before another adverb. She talked very quietly. Now quietly is also an adverb and very is adverb of degree. It has come exactly before the verb it is modifying quietly. An adverb can come at the beginning of a sentence. Unfortunately, he lost his wallet. How did he lost his wallet? How did he lose his wallet? Unfortunately. So adverbs can come at the beginning of a sentence. An adverb can come at the end of a sentence as well. He lost his umbrella too. This is degree. Or you can also say she writes very slowly. So adverbs can come at the end of a sentence, they can come at the beginning of a sentence or they can be placed in the middle of a sentence. And remember, adjectives of degree especially are always placed exactly before the word they modify. When modifying verbs or sentences, adverbs can appear in the front or end position. Usually, I have a piece of toast and orange juice in my morning. Here, usually, adverb of frequency has come in the beginning of a sentence. I might have a snack later. Now, here, the adverb has been placed towards the end of a sentence. Adverbs can also be placed in the middle. And when they come in the middle position, remember, they always come after the be verb or auxiliary verb. Be verbs are is, am, are, was, were, as, have, had, and auxiliary verbs can include modals also, can, could, should, must. So when adverbs come in the middle position, they will always come after the be or auxiliary verbs. Some people are always hungry. Always has come after the be verb are. Before main verb. Sometimes adverbs can also come before main verbs. I really prefer to wait a while before eating. So sometimes adverbs can come before the main verb, or they can come before the words they modify, like adverbs of degree, or they can come after. When they are placed in the middle of a sentence, they will always come after be verb or the modals. Now I hope you have understood the types of adverbs. And then the last thing that you need to remember is, just like comparison or degrees of adjectives, you have degrees of adverbs also. You have positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. Positive degree is the exact word that you're talking about. Comparative degree is when you're comparing two things. Superlative degree is when that is the highest level of degree, when more than 3-4 things are compared. For example, adverbs that end with ly will usually be followed by more or most. Keep that in mind. For example, carefully, more carefully, most carefully. Quickly, more quickly, most quickly. Adverbs that end with ly will always be followed by more or most in comparative and superlative degree. Then some adverbs are exactly like adjectives in their form. For example, fast, hard, early. These are adjectives also. They can be used as adjectives. And so their comparative degree will be the same, just like we do in adjectives. Faster, fastest, harder, hardest, earlier, earliest. And finally, there are some irregular adverbs. For example, badly. Now, though this is ending with ly, you can't say he was hurt more badly or she was hurt the most badly. So for badly, it is irregular. So the comparative degree is worse, worst, well, better, best, little, less, least, much, more, most. These are some of the irregular adverbs which you need to learn, and they will come only after practice. So keep practicing adverbs. Try to fit them in various sentences so that you can understand them, and practice as many sentences as you can for better clarity. Thank you, everyone.